Welcome to the NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. I'm your host, Coach Uncle Milt. What's up, Joe?
What's going on?
We back from our little turkey weekend. How was your turkey dinner?
Delicious.
Delicious? Yeah, man. I want to give a special thanks to my neighbors in my building out here, man. They took care of Uncle Milt. Two neighbors, gave me, a nice little Thanksgiving dinner. I want to shout out to them. They know who they are. I don't need to mention their name. Thank you very much. Uncle Milt, thank you from the bottom of his heart and the bottom of his stomach. It was very delicious, What I did, I made me a turkey leg, bro. I bought a turkey leg. That was my second plan, just in case, it didn't come through. So, I baked it for real. I baked it, and I got a new stove, so I baked it, and man, it turned out nice, man. One turkey leg, man. I was about to eat that, and ding dong. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. At midnight, thank you too. He was on the floor. He was on behind me, wagging his tail because he know he was gonna get some treats and everything, man. But we back, man. We back to the sports world. It's National Week. Who's going to Florida? Who's going to Florida? To New York, to represent. We wasn't able to talk to or see anybody that really, the team, to look at, and the Cinderellas or whatever. We wasn't able to, get that together because it came out when we was on break. It was out there on Facebook, UTL against Big Apple. And I don't know where where that went for. That was a good idea, and I don't know where that went. And we, and I'm not calling myself Jesus Christ, but I was trying to resurrect Nazareth, man. That was a good plan. That was a good idea. I was trying to resurrect that, bring that back to life, man. I like that, but it was, time lapse. I was told to cool out Milk. They don't want that smoke. Leave them alone. I tried all my sports media tricks to get people to talk about it on Facebook. I got in a run. Shout out to Coach Gregory Principal from the Staten Island Renegades 11U, man. I understood your post. I didn't want to take away anything that you was trying to do with your kids and trying to express your journey to where you at. I just had a problem with one word, and I know it's not over yet. It's not over for you. We don't need to say like it's known, because you had a very, very good, successful organization, and since you started last year, we talked about it, that you turned one division into what? It was a few, and then you had a setback on some. We always talk good about that Long Island Renegade organization, and we know your work out there. We got the utmost respect, of it, and it's all love. Like I said to you, we called you up when we was in Mitchell Field, right? We was in Mitchell Field, and I called you up to the press box, and you remember I said it to you in a room full of BU people, that you got the best 11U in UTL, period. I said it in a room of BU people because I see what you've been doing in your work. So I'm the number one supporter of what you do. But now I got a sports agenda. Yes, you're right. Yes, I want to see that game. I want to see that game. So when they came up with the UTL against Big Apple, I was circling when this is gonna happen, man, because I'm going to this joint, and I'm getting ready to prepare a show about it. Like, yo, listen, man. Okay, 8U. Yeah, it could be. And I did my list. Top 12. Uncle Mills top 12 at the state game. You know what I'm saying? And I did it. I came out with the list. And, my list is good. This is who I want to see. These are the best that I feel that's in the state. And your team is on the list. Your team is on the list, brother. So I got utmost respect, but I respect results on the field. That's what I respect, the results on the field. And I think I should, as a sports, that a person that has a sports platform should seek excellence. Should seek excellence. Should request competition. The kids deserve it. They the one working out. They the one practicing. They the one blocking and tackle. They the one doing all. So they deserve to go around and say, I'm the best. We just don't want to give nobody a false sense of pride. And it's, it's what it is. So it didn't happen. It was a good idea. It didn't happen. So we move on. It's National Week. I just wanted to say that, to get that off my chest. It's National Week. And we want to shout out the teams that's going to AYF and UYFL. Unfortunately, we wasn't able for the second year to attain Mr. Magic, one of the directors from UYFL. We couldn't attain his interview for the second year to give us an insight on how he chooses teams that play D1 and D2. Now, I got to understand that they have two, with the unlimited divisions, they usually do, the unlimited division, they have two different divisions. I mean, one is the All-American Unlimited Weight Program. That's good. I don't know who's D1, who's D2. They got it from 6U to 14U. I was hoping to him to come on to clarify, not to give us who playing, but to clarify how he make the determinations. He also got a conference opener division, and that's the All-Star. Those are the one is a membership bracket that if your league has memberships to UYFL, they play in those brackets, and those who don't have a membership, they might have teams that played independently, maybe played in AYF and decided to come to a UYFL tournament. They go into this thing called the Conference Opening Division, which is the All-Star. So we're going to know what they name it once the brackets come out. The bracket's supposed to come out like December 4th to December 5th. I read that the bracket was supposed to come out today, but it seemed like it didn't come out. But they did give us, the UYFL group give us, the teams that to look for and everything. And I highlight the New York teams that's in it and then what they're doing. So we're gonna start off with AYF because they had like a conference. I mean, what they call it? I thought it was like another season. They call it like the regionals. Then it's a qualifier and all that. But the New York team that made it to the promised land that's going to be playing in Florida. Shout out to the D1 9U Salt City Renegades. We was up there in this summer, and those guys opened their arms to us, Miles Draper, D1 Nation, and then we had a ball up there, man. Shout out to that 9U team. They made it all the way to Florida, and I wish them a whole lot of luck. And I hope they come home with the trophy, the national championship trophy, and we going out there to support them and look at them, and and this is the AYF situation. National tournament. The D1 12U Buffalo Kids. Buffalo Kids is another one they'll be playing, and just like I told the coach earlier, good luck, and we'll be rooting for you, New York for New York, and we hope you come on with the trophy, and that's the D2 division. We don't know, man. I try to reach out to Metro North. We don't know if well, shout out anyway, man. They played in a regional 12U. New Rochelle and D2 Division 9U Westchester Untouchables. I don't know if they. I think they played. I don't know. I gotta see. I think I saw it. I saw it on that they might be on the bracket in Florida at 12U at D2 12U and 9U. So we gonna see more about it during the show, but shout out to them too. That's the AYF side of it, and we wanted to give them praise. We're gonna talk about the UYFL in a minute, right after the break. We're gonna get into flag football, and I put the post out. Flag football, should that be a second sport or first sport for kids that play tackle football? There's a lot of success picking up that flag football, and we're going to talk about that at the bottom of the hour. Hopefully, we can get people. We got a coach. They got a program in Brooklyn. He's coming on at the bottom of the hour, and I'm hoping we can get blessed with one of the prominent people who put me on the flag football and also was a detriment to our show. I hope he get off his feelings and come and join us and join the party. But just like I said, things move on, and it's what it is at the NYC Youth Sports Show, and that's it. But we're gonna get ready to go to the break, and we're gonna come back with UIFL information and things like that. Okay, it's NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. Uncle Milt, we'll be back after the break.
A community fundraiser. Each of us helps one of us. Think of a community hit with an epidemic that created financial devastation, massive unemployment, housing problems, and food shortages. To help the community to weather the tough times ahead, we must pull our resources together and create a cycle of funding. A one-time resource is Help Required. Each of us helps one of us. With this continuously cycle of support, we'll relieve the burden off of you, the individual, with the help from the community. To join our community, email us at eachofushelpsoneofus@gmail.com. Leave your name and date of birth, and we'll send you the instruction video.
To create a perfect student athlete, you must enhance these attributes: mind, body, and soul. In other words, education, fitness, and nutrition must be a part of your life. And it starts right here at the New York City Youth Sports Initiative.
Here's 5 ways to support NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. 1. Push the subscribe button, like it, and leave a comment. 2. Donation. What you can. It will be appreciated. 3. Promote what you're doing or your kid's achievement in youth sports with our $10 on-the-screen ad spot. $10 per show or $30 a month. 4. Share this podcast show with others on social media. 5. Buy our show's apparel on Amazon.com. Thank you for your participation.
I'm back, NYC Youth Sports Podcast, Uncle Milt. it was yeah. Sometimes we might release the video that goes on at the break. There's a lot of things going on when the cameras is not on air here at our show. But yeah, we're gonna get into the UIFL, and just like I said, we wished, we hoped, we prayed to get the blessing of having the presence of this gentleman. He's one of the general directors of UIFL, and he's responsible on making a clear, communication on how this thing works. Now, I have a question. I don't know. Maybe he'll call up. Our number's on the bottom, 718-873-2017. That's 718-873-2017. May you help Uncle Milton answer these questions. Because, number one, they got an all-star. They got an All-American Unlimited. Just like I said, I was told that's a membership, not a non-membership. That's a membership. If you had a league that has a charter, a UYFL charter, your team could be submitted in this bracket, and they consider this bracket is the bracket to be in for national championship. They consider that. They consider that's the bracket that you need to be in. And I don't know if they're going to have a D1, D2. I know it's from 8U to 14U, and we're going to shout out some teams. We're going to shout out some teams that's from New York to watch out. Now, I don't know at this moment where they're going to be at, D1, D2, until the bracket comes out. I thought it was going to come out today. They made a notice that it's coming out on the 4th or 5th this weekend. So if we see it, I might highlight the next show. I don't know. I mean, I got other stuff to do, I got to get to other stuff. So, yeah, I might do it. I might not do it. But we will highlight those who having success and those who not having success, good, bad, or ugly. We will talk about what your guys do in nationals and scores and things like that. And that's it. I'm gonna try to look. I'm going to look at the live stream and things and follow the teams that's going to be on there. I will be talking about the certain teams. That's my pick of teams that I feel that should do well. And remember, I was told that some teams is going to be in D1. They was playing in the D2 division for since I've been watching them, since the whole Big Apple was turned unlimited weight. They've been playing in the D2 bracket. Now it's going to be some teams in the D1 bracket. So let's see what happens. I was told that New York is not ready for a D1 bracket in Florida. Let's see, man. Come on, we got to see. We have to see if they ready. And the only way that you're going to see is the results on the field, and I report on it. I report on it. And that's the only way you're going to see it or hear about it. So at the 7U, shout out. I don't know where they're going to be landed at, D1, D2, or the All-Star bracket. I don't know where they're going to be at. Graded Elite at 7U. At 8U, Brooklyn Chiefs from Brooklyn. Graded Elite from Buffalo. Brooklyn Renegades, the Renegades at the 8U division. Brooklyn Renegades is going to be there. Staten Island Hurricanes at 8U. At 9U, I looked through it carefully. Shout out to Brooklyn Saints, 9U team. They're going to be there. I don't know where they're going to lay at. We will know when the bracket comes out. So shout out to them. 9U, I looked at it very carefully. I didn't see any other team. Shout out to 10U division, Brooklyn Chiefs. Shout out to Coach Malik and those guys over there at Brooklyn Chiefs. They're gonna be there. These are the teams you need to watch, and we're gonna be watching. Oh yeah, at the 10 division. At the 10U division, Flower City, all the way up in Rochester. Shout out to them. Flower City Panthers. I got to look through it quick because Uncle Mill had a busy day today. I usually write stuff down, but I had a busy day. A busy day and an ugly debate with a brother that I have dear with. I'm very dear to what he have done for us. A debate. It was a debate, and I'm hoping he get off his feelings and come join our show tonight. Flower City. Wow. At 8U. Shout out to Coach Harry up there. Harry was talking about that Flower City team all year. Shout out to him. They going to Florida. Let's see what they do. Nah, they not going. My mistake. Well, 10U. 10U. My mistake. Hold on, man. Hold on. He's not going that. Oh, yeah. Flower City Panthers at 8U. I'm rushing. Yes. Flower City Panthers, Brooklyn Renegades, and Brooklyn Chiefs. Let me look through it because I'm looking through the list. This just came out. Uncle Milt, grade 8 elite. Right? Grade, and we at 8U now. We're going to slow it down at 8U. Making sure we got everybody. Yeah, so that's what it is at 8U. I just said it. 9U. 9U. Let's make sure we got everybody. I don't want nobody leaving nobody out. At 9U, Brooklyn Saints. We only talk about New York, please. We only talk about New York for New York. I appreciate it. You know, I know it's some teams that's on it for New Jersey, but someone's going to take care of New Jersey, you know. But at New York is the Brooklyn Saints at 9U. Yeah, they stand alone. They look like they stand alone. And anybody think I'm missing, Uncle Milt, let me know. 10U. I mean, I just got to go off the list, man. Please. You know. Off the list here. So just like I said, Brooklyn Chiefs, Flower City Panthers. That looks like that's it. It's 2. Anything else? Okay. I don't see it. I don't see nothing else. 11U. We don't know where they're going to land at. Remember that. We don't know where they're going to land at. We don't know where they're going to land at. At 11U, we're looking at the Staten Island Hurricanes. Shout out to Coach Jay. He's going to Florida. Looking to support. Watch him. Brooklyn Chiefs at 10U. Oh, maybe for the national championship, if they play in the same division, you may see that Super Bowl game again. It's 11U division. That's pretty much 2 teams from New York. Staten Island Hurricanes and the Brooklyn Chiefs. Good luck for them. They're in the AYF 11U. We don't know where they're going to land it at, what division they're going to be in, if they're going to be. 12U division. Now, I got to look through quick. Staten Island Hurricanes, 12U. Brooklyn Bombers at 12U. Wow. That's that D2 that's that D2 team from Big Apple. They're in the I don't know where they're gonna land at D1, D2, but they in. Shout out. We're gonna be looking for them. Brooklyn Chiefs. Because it's kind of full. So deal with Uncle Milt, making sure I don't leave nobody out. I don't want to, Unc, you forgot us. No, I ain't forgetting nobody. I don't know what the Upstate Titans is. If that's an upstate team, I don't know where they from. But just give an honorable mention. They're not from New York. Please excuse me. But you said upstate. So we got the Brooklyn Bombers, Brooklyn Chiefs, and Staten Island Hurricanes at 12U. 13U, I know they go Staten Island Hurricanes, Big Apple champions. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it at 13U. They got 14U. And we don't know where they're going to land. It could be D1, D2. We will get more. We're going to get more clarification, or it could be conference. We don't know where they're going to land until the brackets come out this weekend. And we will be putting it up. If it ain't on Facebook, it's going to be on the next show. Nobody's in New York is 14U. That's New York. We see some teams I'm familiar with, but they, They're not. Oh, they got an open list, 8 open. That, I guess that's the open. This is the open. That the other one was D1, D2, but this is the open. This is the team that's not affiliated with UYFL. So this is like open. They got they consider this the all-star bracket. I'll be honest with you. I'm not really a fan of all-star teams because it's not original rosters. It's not original rosters. But they got a grade 8 elite. Is that the same Buffalo outfit, grade 8 elite, on here on a 10U all-star bracket? They got a lot of names. I like original rosters and things. That's what I like, original rosters, and I like to stay with that. They got a grade 8 elite. I don't know if that's the same Buffalo outfit at a 12U. That's at the 12U opener, 13U opener. We'll know the brackets, man. We'll know the brackets. Brooklyn Saints, 14U opener. Shout out to them. They consider that an all-star bracket. I don't understand. Brooklyn Saints, 14U is in the opener, and Brooklyn Saints 9U is in the okay. All right, let's see. Let's see what's going on with that. That's something that Mr. Magic made it had to. Mr. Magic, what happened there? Our listeners would like to know what happened. Yeah, okay, so 15U, all these all-star teams. All right, so we're gonna wait for the bracket, and maybe we're gonna answer our own questions and everything. But right now, as we look at it, these are the teams in New York to watch, in Florida, and see what they do, and what turns out. We're going to be watching it. I'll be having it on a live stream. I'm going to pay the little bit of whatever they pay to try to get the games. I like to get the most important games, and maybe we got a big interview. We got a big live show interview with a guest also, and we can put that together and have that going on. So what's coming up to we're gonna pull in moving right along. We're gonna talk about a program in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. We got a Coach Dan and his program and his flag program coming up in the bottom half of the hour. And we're gonna talk to him about his program, and we're gonna answer the question, and hoping that we get our guests in that we wanted to come in. And he runs a major flag program that produces results. He can answer the question more, but we're gonna try to see, and see if that happens. Not, then I'm gonna still do what I got to do. But we got Coach Dan coming up from Bed-Stuyvesant Sports, and he runs a flag program out there at the bottom hour. So we're gonna go to the break. We'll be back with Coach Dan, and we're gonna talk more and see. The question I asked is, should flag football be a good all-season sport? Because we got kids should be in 2 sports, an all-season sport for kids that play tackle football. And we'll see if that's the case. Call us up, 718-873-2017. That's 718-873-2017 on whatever topic, this topic we coming in on nationals. Feel free to call up and let us know what's going on. We'll be back at the break at Uncle Milt, and we'll be right back.
A community fundraiser. Each of us helps one of us. Think of a community hit with an epidemic that created financial devastation, massive unemployment, housing problems, and food shortages. To help the community to weather the tough times ahead, we must pull our resources together and create a cycle of funding. A one-time resource is help required. Each of us helps one of us with this continuously cycle of support. We'll relieve the burden off of you, the individual, with the help from the community. To join our community, email us at eachofushelpsoneofus@gmail.com. Leave your name and date of birth, and we'll send you the instruction video.
To create a perfect student athlete, you must enhance these attributes: mind, body, and soul. In other words, education, fitness, and nutrition must be a part of your life. And it starts right here at the New York City Youth Sports Initiative.
Here's 5 ways to support NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. 1. Push the subscribe button, like it, and leave a comment. 2. Donation. What you can. It will be appreciated. 3. Promote what you're doing or your kid's achievement in youth sports with our $10 on-the-screen ad spot. $10 per show or $30 a month. 4. Share this podcast show with others on social media. 5. Buy our show's apparel on Amazon.com. Thank you for your participation.
Good afternoon. We're back. Good afternoon. It's good evening, Milk. Come on. Listen, this is a game that's been around for a long time, man. It started out in the 40s, man, and they played it on Army bases, and, they call it touch and tail. And it caught on even when we was a kid. We used to call it two-hand touch. And we used to play it in the street. And it was a lot of offense and throwing the ball, and then they took it to the next level. And this is something, and I'm not saying that it started a couple of years ago, is when I realized that it was a vital sport, because I know it wasn't accepted at first, as football, because we're football coaches. It's like, nah, we don't want nobody touching our game, but it's a vital sport for kids who play tackle football. My knowledge of it and experience of it, I see the translation of kids that played the sport and how they got better in tackle football. So I think my opinion, think that is a great off-season choice of playing this and getting a lot of kids in it, because it takes every average kid, and some is going to gravitate to it, and some are not, and some do, continues to excel in it. And we got a coach out of Best Stuyvesant, Brooklyn. We got a program. It's called Best Stuyvesant Sport. Coach Dan, he has a program, and we welcome to have him. Just like I said, we talk to real people who do real things in youth sports, and we glad to have Coach Dan from Best Stuyvesant Sports. Here you go, man. Thank you for coming to our show, Coach Dan.
Thank you, Uncle Milt. I really appreciate the chance to speak to you guys here on the platform. Much love to you. Mm-hmm. But yeah, as you mentioned, I'm Coach Dan Flores. And our program, Bed-Stuy Sports, operates out of Bedford-Stuyvesant, as you can imagine, and we are a co-ed. Yes, co-ed. So that's boys and girls, males, females. We are a co-ed sports league catering to kids ages 5 all up to 14, and yeah, it's flag football. Flag football is our primary sport. Yeah. And as you mentioned, flag football is and can be an in-between, what I would call like an in-between sport for those who are used to playing tackle football and contact football. But since flag football is not contact in the sense of tackling and hitting, it relies on pulling a flag to quote-unquote tackle a person carrying a ball. It's a great in-between sport for those who play tackle football, but it's also a great introduction for players who are new to the game and getting skilled up in the game. And our league is we just wrapped up our first full season. Had almost 100 kids coming out from various parts of the borough. And yeah, it's been exciting. I mean, for those who don't know me, I'm a former high school football player here in the borough. Went to Brooklyn Tech, went to Stony Brook University, played football there, Division I football there. Went on to play arena football at the next level professionally, and then I actually got introduced to flag football after I was done playing, right? But I still wanted to get the feel of the game and still be active in the game. And flag football for me at that time, in my mid to late 20s, was a perfect fit. So that was how I got introduced to the game when I no longer played the game of contact football. I think it's a high value experience for kids. And one of the best things that I love about it that I think a lot of people overlook is that the game is inclusive. It's inclusive to, like I said, it's co-ed, but it's inclusive for all.
What's the ages? What's the ages that you have in participating in?
We start at 5, and then we go all the way up to the 14-year-olds.
Okay. Do you have kids that played tackle football in Brooklyn, attending your program?
We do. Not many. Honestly, most of our kids are actually new to the game of football in general. But we do have some kids who have played tackle football and are experienced with tackle football, and they use it as a alternative when they can't get access to the game. So if it's say like an off season, or maybe they might be taking a break. The parent may not want them, getting the full contact experience, but they still want to keep them active and around the game.
So I mean, if those who don't understand, what the game's about, Coach, can you elaborate on the basically on how the game is being played and the aspects of the game?
So there's a couple of levels. Our level is what I would call the recreational level, where you have a lot of kids who they've never played organized football, let alone tackle football, just organized football.
Or organized sports alone?
I mean, like some of these kids never played, never played like on an organized team, predominantly. So like they're new to the experience. The whole aspect of like getting coached is new to them. So there's like a learning curve there. So our league is just that, is at the recreational level. Then you have like what I would call like the travel or like the elite, call it like the next bump up, like the elite level players who are like kids who could like be Division I talent in college. And maybe these kids are like playing like travel, they're going to tournaments. They're playing against the best of the best. Our kids typically are not that. So I think those are the two main levels that kids can experience it. But as far as like the game in general, the game just got added to the world. I forget what it's called, but there's like not the Olympics, but it's basically like a global sports venue that happens, and like flag football was just added to that as a global sport. So the game is growing. Yeah,
you do have competition, like you play against other, or you play within your program, or you go out and play against other flag football teams, or you off field, you go to like different tournaments and things.
Yeah, so we haven't gotten to the tournament level yet. However, we do play inter-squad scrimmage. We do have our what we would call inter-league play, which is, we break, like I said, we had almost 100 kids that came out this past season. We break them up into divisions. They get teams, they get different jerseys. We have a championship with trophies, the whole nine, as you would expect. And then what we do, we take our best squad from like each division, and then we play against another league's best squad. So we did like a scrimmage, call it a scrimmage. We did a scrimmage against a team from New Jersey and Bangor a couple of weeks ago, and that's like our Super Bowl, so to speak.
Right. So are you a part of that NFL tournament? That tournament that goes, that's a travel team, but it's something that I was last year I went to. There was a big event out in Queens Village. What was that field out there on? I think it was on Hillside Avenue. Hillside Avenue. They had a big tournament NFL was promoting, and it was that made me realize how big flag was. Like people come from all over different states and things, and they came into this they had an event out there, and it was very, very nice. It was very nice, and it put me on to and a gentleman that's a part of us put me on it. Coach Anthony Maxwell, he has won a big flag football league in New York City. Also, I don't know if you're familiar with him. And that he takes teams and do tournaments, and he is one of the reasons that a lot of kids in youth football in different leagues, that they got better and their progress on the field got better and things like that. So I mean, he brought the idea to me, and I took it, and I like the idea, but I think something that should be highlighted as far as flag football is concerned, to bring it out there, that what it does is, I think it's a very good sport for beginners in all levels, and even people that wants to improve and play tackle football. I think it's a very solid sports to get into and make happen and things like that. So, that's in my opinion is. So, when is your season? When is your season that your season starts?
So we literally just wrapped up our season 2 weeks ago. Our winter season, our fall season. Now we're into like off season conditioning, and we're going to start back up in March for our formal spring season. But in between, we have winter workouts in January and February where we do basically mini camps to kind of get the kids ready and skilled up. That's in January and February, and then in March we kick off our official spring startup. And the dates are TBD right now, but mid to late March is when we start.
Like I told you earlier, Coach, earlier yesterday I called you. We have a Facebook NY4NY, and put all that information on there so people can know and support what you do. People that's in your area, they could come out to attend it, bring kids to it, and give you the support that you need in your area. So that site is just for New York with programs like yourself to take advantage, to grow your product, and it helps us to keep aware of what you're doing and come down and support you any kind we can. So I want to thank you for embracing your presence to the show. And if you want to add on anything else, feel free. The mic is open. Feel free to add on anything you want to add on.
Yeah, well, I guess the last word that I will leave with everybody is that we are Bed-Stuy Sports is a NFL flag affiliate, which means that the NFL we're under the NFL's umbrella. So we have all of the branding, all of the vetting, all of the just the brand recognition, just as a team and as an organization. And our goal is to get as many kids playing, and we have programs available to get kids, whether they can, whether they're high income, whether they're low income, to get as many kids and all kids on the field playing. Like that's our mission. So we're just looking to reach as many kids as we can, because we know it's a vital part of their personal development, not just physical, but emotional and spiritual as well.
Thank you. Like I say to all my guests, thank you for showing up. Our door, our phone lines, our platform is always open for you, Coach Dan. And if we can assist you in any kind of thing you need to us, feel free to let us know. Hey, thank you very much for your time, and we wish you success. Remember, guys, you're out there in Bed-Stuyvesant, Bushwick, what is that? The areas in Brooklyn over there, Crown Heights. Yeah, Crown Heights, Williamsburg. Shout out to Bed-Stuyvesant Sport. Can you tell us the address and everything? Give us everything, Coach.
So yeah, our league, we're playing at Hamilton Mets Field, which is on Albany and Lefferts in Crown Heights, and our other field is in True Bed-Stuy proper on Franklin Avenue, like 194 Franklin Avenue and DeKalb Avenue. So we're right we're right in the heart of Bed-Stuy, and if you just Google Bed-Stuy Sports, we'll pop right up and you can locate us.
Okay, thank you, Coach. Thank you very much.
Thank you, bro.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you, Mil.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Take care, brother.
bye-bye. Just like I said, man, flag football, man, I'm not gonna say it's on the rise. It's on the rise. It's not like coming on. They're on the rise, and they producing results. And unfortunately, we didn't have the second part of this interview from a prime of flag football organization, Coach Maxwell and his New York players, and what work he's doing in the work that he put together on certain kids that show results on the field. We didn't have his presence, but he brought the idea to our show. I liked it, and I have to press on with it, and hoping that all parties can meet on the same timetable and get it forward. He's always welcome to the show. He's always can call up. He's always can come in. We can make some time for him in the near future. But in the case of progress, we must move on. As I always say, the show must go on, and we must do what we have to do to get to where we gotta go, and that's it. What is it? I'm gonna I say 48, 49 before I go to the break on 150. I want to just say some things, but like I said, man, this platform needs you, the viewers, help. We can't say this much. We get ready to go into our winter recess that we close our season and come back in January sometimes with a whole fresh ideas, and we bring out our developments and things that we're doing. This show is moving forward. We have things to look forward with our live stream platform is coming up that we're going to be doing games across the spectrum, all sports games, basketball tournaments and everything. We coming out with that. I'm excited with that. Is things that we have to look forward to moving on this platform, is getting us financially solvent to continue to have this platform. And we are working hard to do that. We ask you for donation, which is on Cash App. We ask you to give us whatever you can give us. If not, we ask you to buy our merch that's coming out. We just for deciding to what platform, Shopify. We got a shirt on Amazon. Amazon podcast is a podcast T-shirt on Amazon that helps us with it to get something back from your donations. We also have the ads that's flipping on the bottom of the screen. That's anyone that has their own business, self-employed. They can help us with an ad. Put it below. Let the supporters know that you have your own business. It flickers on the bottom. Just like I said, it's $10 a show, $35 for the month. You get one show free for the month, or 3 months is $90, which you get 3 shows. 3 shows free for the month for 90 days. So it's $10 a show, $35 a month, and $90 for 3 months. That can support us. And if you can't do that, hit that red button right there. That's the best thing you could do for us, and we would be pleased to hit that red button through there. That's the subscribe button, and keep us going and showing that we really, 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 really see your support. I said we represent the silent majority. Sometimes our viewers, and sometimes the people we do promote, in the groups we promote, and the projects we promote, we don't see eye to eye. We feel on this platform we have the only independent sports youth sports show, unobjectively neutral on what everything does. We seek the truth. We seek the truth, and we seek what kids do. Not what adults say, but what kids do. And that's like we say, at the end of the day, we are about the game and the kids, or the kids and the game. And that's what we about. We're going to come back off the break. I got some things I want to talk about After that, it's NYC Youth Sports, and we'll be right back.
A community fundraiser. Each of us helps one of us. Think of a community hit with an epidemic that created financial devastation, massive unemployment, housing problems, and food shortages. To help the community to weather the tough times ahead, we must pull our resources together and create a cycle of funding. A one-time resource is help required. Each of us helps one of us with this continuously cycle of support. We'll relieve the burden off of you, the individual, with the help from the community. To join our community, email us at eachofushelpsoneofus@gmail.com. Leave your name and date of birth, and we'll send you the instruction video.
To create a perfect student athlete, you must enhance these attributes: mind, body, and soul. In other words, education, fitness, and nutrition must be a part of your life. And it starts right here at the New York City Youth Sports Initiative.
Here's 5 ways to support NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. 1. Push the subscribe button, like it, and leave a comment. 2. Donation. What you can. It will be appreciated. 3. Promote what you're doing or your kid's achievement in youth sports with our $10 on-the-screen ad spot. $10 per show or $30 a month. 4. Share this podcast show with others on social media. 5. Buy our show's apparel on Amazon.com. Thank you for your participation.
NYC Youth Sports. Got me sitting back there. Yeah, we back. Yeah, I want to address this about last week, November 29th, will be 2 years on the air. Today is our 66th episode. You know, I just had a conversation with somebody we hold dearly to our show. He get a mixed understanding that we don't appreciate certain people. I want to explain to him and the other people that's not no longer with us. And it's a few of them. It's a few of them that I, seek counsel. I talk to them about certain ideas and things I want to do in the show. They offer their opinion. They offer their view. Sometimes people feel mad. People, I wouldn't say mad, but they're disappointed because I didn't follow what they, what they suggested or what they feel that, they should, well, Milt, I think you should do it this way, or Milt, you hard-headed and things like that. And I tell them this. When you creating something out of nowhere, out of your mind, out of the blackness of something, and when you create it and see it totally clear, the road that you travel to get where you get to go, a lot of people might chip in and put something in the pot of where you going. But you have to understand that person that's carrying the pot is doing the work. I'm carrying the pot. I'm doing the work. Some people put an idea in. They might think, oh, that's a great idea. Milt, it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have, or it wasn't for me, that you wouldn't be, and all that. I'm carrying the pot. Remember the person that carries the pot. Because it's easy to put an idea in the pot. but the pot don't move to the next opportunity unless the person carries it. So yes, I thank you for those who was with me in the beginning and added something in the pot. But I tell you this, if what you put in the pot is what you call help, now I'm going to say it again so you can understand. What you put in the pot that you call help, if it doesn't benefit the overall, then it's not help. Remember that. Help has got to be benefited by the person you giving help to. Sometimes you might think, oh, damn, I didn't benefit from that. But it wasn't for me. It wouldn't. You can't think that way. Because when I help people, I put my idea in the pot, and I give my blessings when they moving on, and I accept it. Everybody that helped me get to this place, I gave my accolades to them on the air, out of public, man to man. If you don't accept it, you got to deal with that. You have to deal with that. But I got to carry that pot. 66 episodes in. Started out with nothing, with a blackness, an ideal blackness. I started out. Was able to work with two people I think was talented, much better than me in football, much better than me on a football platform. They told me no. Moved on, moved the pot on. Brought in somebody that was much better in getting guests and things like that. Much better than knowing the people. His name is known around on a football level. He put his suggestion and his work in the pot, but I had to move the pot. I have to move the pot. The opportunity came. People have given me opportunities. I didn't take it and held it. I took it and moved the pot. I'm not asking for accolades. I'm asking to be understanding, to understand the person that's moving the pot. I can't wait. I don't have that luxury. I can't be stagnant. I don't have that time. Respect the platform regardless if you don't like me, but respect what I'm doing for the sport. That's all I ask. For those who out there that was my friend that doesn't support me, say you help me because I don't appreciate the help or I do it with the help, you're not carrying the pot. It's easy to put it in the pot, brother. I got to carry it. I got to move it on. So I'm sorry that you feel that way, but understand that if you helping, I have to take advantage of the help or it's not help at all. That's it. And I'm gonna say that, and that's my show tonight. Hopefully, we're gonna have. Thank you for Coach Dan. Our only guest tonight. We shout out to, we try to bring on other guests on this platform because this is what this platform is about. If you're supporting the platform, you will understand the professionalness that goes with it. That is very, very hard to navigate and put together a sports show on this level because it's not done on this level at all. At all. It's no sports show on a youth level is going to bring you the coverage and the truth and the work as this sports show is doing. So, like it or not, but please respect the platform. All I ask you is to be professional. Be professional. When I ask for your presence to be on this show, it's okay. You could tell me no. It's okay. You could tell me no comment. But please, and this is from me asking, don't disrespect the platform because I don't deserve it, and I never come to anybody to disrespect anybody's platform. That's it. And I'm going to say that. We'll be back next week. with another dynamic show. As far as I'm concerned, we're going to try to get some guests in. It's something we want to do for nationals, and hoping we can do it with some people we looking at. We're going to put that together to do something with a national show, but we're going to put that together. We're just waiting for the brackets. It's going to come out as public record. They're going to bring it out. We're going to print it out, and we're going to put something together for that to watch certain teams down there that we support. And get that done. So with that said, man, Uncle Milt is leaving a little early tonight. Shout out to my little brother. I ain't gonna say that. He know what it is. He's visiting. It was iffy. I wanted to come on the line, but he's in the studio. Shout out. I ain't gonna say the name. Shout out.
Yes,
Love
sir.
him very much. He's here visiting. Joe is always my partner. Saying me and Joe, we it's a good marriage, man. We think of things, man. It's a lot of things we want to do, man. Here, and we think a lot of things, and we think alike. And sometimes we have our little debates on how we should do it, but we on the same page, and I like that. I like those debates. I like those debates because those debates make me think harder, and those debates make him think harder to create more. And those debates you need, So I choose, and this is from the bottom of my heart. I choose the good partner, and I'm glad he accept my choice.
Yeah, all sentimental in here.
No, it's real talk, man. We always building on ideas, man. That's what it takes when you got, because you got an idea comes out, just like I said, it comes out darkness. Then it manifests into reality, bro. And this is what it is, man. This is manifesting into reality 2019, sitting there saying, yo, we gonna do, man, forget those 2 shows. Forget those 2 shows. Forget that brother, he didn't call us. Forget that misinformation that we got. And we decided to build a show. 66 episodes in. I'm happy. I don't care if we got 2 listeners. You don't understand where we came from and where we going. And that's the way it is, man. Uncle Milt, and I'm out. I'll see you next week, and I'm out.
Peace.